Happy Friday. What's happening? Today's the 17th day of September. This is the 75th episode of the Be Your Own Hero Show. I'm your host. I'm sekouwrites. Hero is an acronym. It means helping everyone reaps optimism. In other words, it's a reciprocal action. You help others and you help yourself at the same time. So shout out to New Thought Media Network for giving me this space and this opportunity to be here to talk about my journey of becoming my own hero. You want to check them out right here at ntmedia.org. You can donate, and you can also check out the other shows on the network. So shout out to them, giving your support. Okay, so I'm going to jump right into it after I give my usual disclaimer. I'm not a personal trainer, and I'm not a certified financial advisor, so take my wisdom with a grain of salt. I'm just telling you what has worked for me, and often what has not worked for me. Okay, so I'm going to get right into it. Today is Friday. That means it's Flashback Friday here on the Be Your Own Hero Show. So that's where I sum up what we've been talking about this week. So let me do that. So Monday was Motivation Monday, as usual. I talked about the Steps to Success 5K in Nashville. I ran in solidarity with them here in New York. And if you heard the story, you heard how I was running a very fast 5K time. The time I think would have been my best 5K time of all, my best 5K time ever. But I stopped. I stopped running because the app stopped recording. And then just as I was getting ready to run another 5K all over again, I looked at my phone and the app had recovered my run and it started recording already. And I was like, oh, man. So if I had just had faith, that's the point. If I had just had faith, if I had just continued running, if I had just completed my 5K, then I would have been able to look at my phone and just press end because I've already completed my mileage and I would have had a very fast time. And so the lesson there is to keep the faith. And I have a quote. Actually, I added this quote. I didn't use this quote on Monday, but I added it for today. So here's the quote. Faith is like a muscle. If you never use it, it will never grow. Faith is like a muscle. If you never use it, it will never grow. And that is my testimony. You got to reach for faith. You got to actively exercise the muscle of reaching for faith. It's not automatic. It doesn't just happen like that. It's easy to have faith when everything is going well. But when things are not going your way, that's when you have to exercise that muscle and reach for the faith. And the more you do that, the better you get at it. Okay, so that was Motivation Monday. Tip Tuesday. That's the day that I talk about money. So this past Tuesday, I talked about an ex-Goldman Sachs hedge fund manager who now has 100% of his investments in cryptocurrency. Blew my mind. I'm sure it blew yours too. That we're talking about a person who was 100% Wall Street, like made all his money on Wall Street, all his money on Wall Street, who's put 100% of his money into cryptocurrency. That just blew my mind. And that is one of the many things that has put me on notice that cryptocurrency is real. Not the least of which is the fact that it's already a $2 trillion industry. $2 trillion. That's more than the GDP of Canada. That's crazy. So again, it is something that we all need to pay attention to. It is not some far off thing. It already right now has $2 trillion in it right now. So it's already happened. It's just a matter of when the world will accept it. So we all got to be in it. We all got to pay attention to it. Oh, and I have a quote for that too. Yeah, here it is. Bitcoin will do to banks what email did to the postal industry. Ooh. Strong talk, right? Strong talk. So pay attention to Bitcoin. Pay attention to the other cryptocurrencies. Just start learning. Stop avoiding it. Because I'm speaking for me. Whenever crypto came up, even in TV shows I used to watch, when it came up, I was just like, don't do that. Whenever it comes up, Google something about what just came up. Go down the rabbit hole a little bit. Just learn more about it because it's not coming, it's here. So that was Tip Tuesday. Workout Wednesday. On Workout Wednesday, I talked about how day 106 was hard. So sidebar, in case you haven't been following the show, I have been running every single day consecutively for now 109 days. I started on June 1st. And because of that, people have made the assumption that it's easy for me now. No, it ain't easy. It ain't easy. It is a struggle most of the time. I said this on Wednesday that only 4 days of the 109 days now, there's only been 4 days when I felt like doing it. The first day, my birthday, the 50th day, and the 100th day. Those were 2 milestone days. Other than that, I've had to work for it. And some days I got to work harder than others. Some days I could just find the flow and not fight too hard. But there are some days like day 106 where I gotta really slug it out. And I told the story of how I ended up just sitting on a flower bed in front of my building, just sitting there, just trying to get it together. But I got myself outside, got my workout clothes on, and I got myself outside, and I just sat there trying to get it together. And ultimately, I started walking, started jogging. I got myself moving by saying, I'm just going to jog to the end of the block. And then I ended up jogging 3 miles, 3.1 miles, a 5K. Oh, wow. Wait, what did they say? Today's Friday. So I've been running a 5K every day since Saturday. So Saturday, Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. 7 days in a row, I've been running a 5K. So sidebar, that's kind of hype. I'm very excited about that. Okay, so that was Workout Wednesday. And then I used this quote. It didn't have anything specifically to do with my run, but I think it's a very important quote. We do not stop exercising because we grow old. We grow old because we stop exercising. I mean, that is a strong quote. And it just reminds me of what my experience has been. That the more I do this, the more I run, the more I exercise, the better my body feels. Now, for me, it's not dramatic. Well, actually, while I'm running, it's a little bit dramatic. Like while I'm running, it can zero out whatever aches and pains I was feeling before I started running. But in the rest of my day, it's not like, a shot of adrenaline or something, but I just feel generally better. It actually works to alleviate aches and pains and discomfort. So that lets me know that that is the natural state of the human body. Being in motion, being in momentum, exercising is actually our natural state. If we could just get past the discomfort and get to the space of movement, that's where we're supposed to be. So that was Workout Wednesday. All right. And on Tally Thursday, as usual, I tallied up the numbers. So the numbers were shocking to me. Shocking to me. So I just told you I've been running 109 days, but the mileage really got me. As of Thursday, so as of yesterday, I have run a grand total of 320 plus miles. Over 320 miles. That is mind-boggling to me. So I was looking online to try to find a corollary, and the closest I can find is New York to Richmond, Virginia. But that's not even accurate because Richmond, Virginia is 250 miles. I run 320, so that's past Virginia. So New York to Virginia, just generally, New York to Virginia, that's the amount of distance I've covered cumulatively so from June 1 till now, after running 109 days. Okay, so I have a quote for that day too. Oh, wait a minute, I forgot to do the amount. So as of yesterday, it was a little over $2,000, 2.1K. And now it's over 2.2 because I made another donation and Gladys made another donation. So shout out to Gladys. I appreciate you. So we're rolling. We're at over $2,200 on our way to a goal of $5,000 and on my way to a goal of 500 miles run. Both of those numbers are big, but I think we can do it if people continue to support and you continue to share the news with your community. I think we can do it. Again, 100% of the proceeds are being given to nonprofits that work with the unhoused community in 4 different cities. So far, 7 different nonprofits in 4 different cities. So shout out to them for doing the work and being on the front lines. Okay. sidebar, one of the people who runs one of those nonprofits will be interviewed by Rev Melissa on Sunday. So check out Living Life and Joy, Sunday, 10:30 a.m. Slight plug. Okay, so that was High Thursday. The quote for Thursday was from Ralph Waldo Emerson: do the thing and you will have the power to do the thing. In other words, when I was sitting downstairs on that flower bed, I did not have the energy to do the thing. But once I started jogging, even though I told myself I was only jogging to the corner, that's when the energy showed up to continue, to go further, to get up to a 5K and to exceed my expectations. So again, the quote is, do the thing and then you will have the power to do the thing. But you got to do the thing first. So that's High Thursday. And here we are on Flashback Friday, where I've been recapping everything. I am just going to share a brief snippet of a thing with you. I'm running a little bit short on time, but I've been listening to Eric Thomas this week. He's one of the thought leaders that I like to listen to a lot. His story is really amazing. He took himself from homeless to being a multimillionaire, and it's a really great story. Anyway, this week I've been listening to him talk about taking ownership because the blame game doesn't work. And he said this was really good. It's not your fault, whatever happened to you, whatever someone else did to you, it's not your fault, but it's your solution. Like, stop blaming people for what happened because you're giving them power and dominion over your life. Let that go and just you work on the solution, whatever that is. And that reminds me of something that happened today. I think I got enough time to tell it if I tell it quickly. So I was jogging today and there was a truck that pulled into like the driveway that I was heading towards. And there were concrete dividers on either side. So like I had to make a decision. Guy on the passenger side of the truck is like, come on, come in front of the truck. So I start to do that. And then right when I'm about to jog in front of the truck, the driver takes off. And so I have to like turn 90 degrees. And then the truck goes by, I turn 90 degrees again, and I keep going. Now, that's one of those situations where I could have spent quite a bit of time in blame. But in terms of taking ownership, I did not make eye contact with the driver. And that's a New York rule. You always make eye contact with the driver. Doesn't matter what the passenger is doing. Passenger ain't driving. He can wave me on all he wants to. He ain't driving, right? I did not make eye contact with the driver. And more to the point, I did not spend any time worrying about what almost happened, because what almost happened did not happen. And I'm fine and it's all good. And I got up to my mileage and I got here to do this show with you. So it's all about where you put your energy, where you put your perspective, and what did ET say? And all about taking ownership. So check out Eric Thomas. He's got some great stuff. Okay, one last quote from Eric Thomas. This hit me hard. Average people can't forgive. Ooh, average people can't forgive. Like, it's not even possible for them. So don't be average, forgive people. All right, and that said, I'm going to pop out of here. And stay tuned for Sip with Rev Melissa at 10:30 Eastern. And tune in to me here on Monday at 10 a.m. Eastern. Okay, over the weekend, figure out a way to be your own hero. So till then, keep doing, be a hero, be your own hero, and remember that now, right now, is better than perfect.